John Sugden is racked with guilt in Emmerdale next week as young Harry Sudgden fights for his life in the wake of the slurry tank leakage. Mackenzie Boyd was left shouldering the blame as news of the slurry spill broke, with Moira Dingle's farm suffering devastating damage. However, even worse consequences were at hand when the village learned that Harry had drunk from the now poisoned water supply, leaving his life hanging in the balance. John had succeeded in undermining Mac's position in the village, but immediately felt regret after realizing how he'd put an innocent youth in harm's way. With Harry still fighting for his life, John struggles with his secret as he sees how eaten up with guilt Mac has become. And, as Mac makes a big decision, John is determined to set things right. But will he risk exposing himself as he attempts to redress the balance? Following the slurry leak last week, Harry is on a drip in the hospital, and Mac a pariah among his friends and family. Mom Victoria, meanwhile, is clueless as to her half-brother's culpability, and feels grateful for his support as they hold vigil over his bedside. Meanwhile, at the farm, Moira waits on the bill for the slurry spill cleanup, feeling dubious about the farm's future. When the insurers confirm her worst suspicions, refusing to pay out due to Mac's apparent recklessness, Moira begins to accept that this might be the death knell for her farm. Meanwhile, as the real culprit, John can't help taking out his frustration on Aaron, snapping at him as they talk. Later, still blaming himself for Harry's condition, Mac finally breaks down in John's arms. No longer able to cope with his guilt, he backs out of being Aaron's best man in the upcoming wedding. When he finds out, Aaron is heartbroken, leaving a guilt-ridden John determined to fix things. Desperate to put things right, John sets a risky plan into motion. Things seem to be getting back on the right track as Victoria awaits Harry's release from the hospital. But with comatose Sugden Moore beginning to show signs of life and Belle Dingle about to pose a problem for John, are his lies starting to circle out of control?